Today, smokers all over the country are changing to Chesterfield, the first and only cigarette to name all its ingredients. Chesterfield tells you what it's made of, so you'll know what gives you the best possible smoke.
Sound off, sound off, sound off for Chesterfield. Much milder with a better taste and no unpleasant aftertaste. Chesterfield's the one to buy. Millions say they satisfy. Sound off
For Chesterfield.
Sound off
For Chesterfield.
Try a pack of Chesterfields and do it
Today.
Someone waits for me.
This is Ken Carpenter welcoming you to the Bing Crosby Show for Chesterfield, produced and transcribed in Hollywood with John Scott Trotter and his orchestra, Judd Collins with the Mares, and Bing's guests, Peggy Lee and Joe Venuti. Well, folks, in just 2 weeks, this program goes off the air for the summer so that we can take a vacation. Our master of ceremonies seems to be jumping the gun because here he is, approaching the microphone with a band of trout flies around his hat, a Leica camera around his neck, a fishing rod over his shoulder, a tape measure around his waist, and an outboard motor on his back. Here, then, dragging his canoe behind him, is the 1952 version of Huckleberry Finn, Bing Crosby.
Hey. Oh, boy. Back in the office here. Sounds like Huck has become highly mechanized, doesn't it?
Yes.
I want to tell you something, Ken. Any trout listening to this program from the state of Maine to the Pacific Northwest better head for the deep water.
You're going right out
I'm
after
ready.
him, huh?
I got my cutty hunt.
Hey, that's quite an outfit you got on.
Like
What are you
the
wearing?
ensemble?
Yes, but what are you wearing that tape measure around your waist for? To measure fish?
Of course
Well,
not.
why are you wearing the tape?
Hold my pants up.
My goodness, Bing. When you go on a fishing trip, don't you take a belt?
Only for snake bites. If I get nipped, I take a sip.
Oh, good luck. I hope you get bit.
Skull. I may take a snake along just to start the cocktail hour, you know.
Say,
Get drinking.
Bing, are you taking Bob Hope on this fishing trip with you?
I use flies, not worms. Please.
Well, I guess Bob couldn't go on a vacation with you anyhow, Bing, because, well, I understand he's going to do broadcasts from both the Democratic and Republican conventions in Chicago.
Oh, boy, if those politicians think they're long-winded, wait till Rob gets on. I understand he's going to do a radio show and also a TV show from the convention. Is that
He
true?
works. When Hope is sweltering there in Chicago working conventions, where'll you be?
I'll be up at the ranch in Nevada branding my cattle.
Sounds wonderful. Oh, by the way, Bing, what is your brand?
I like Ike.
Oh, you going to vote for Eisenhower?
Ken, I never make my politics public.
Well, yeah, but what about your brand? You said it was I Like Ike.
That's business. It just so happened I've rented space on the hindquarters of my cattle to the Republicans. It's on the left hip.
Ambling billboards.
Yep, the Democrats, they tried to make a deal with me for the front end of my cattle, but my steers refused to wear coonskin caps. They would not do it.
You can't blame a steer for not wanting a tail on both ends.
Poor things would be confused, David. Wouldn't know whether they're coming or going.
Who does? This is an election year, you know.
It's a hassle, isn't it?
But getting back to Hope, Bing, as
Yeah.
hard as Bob has worked this year, I just can't understand him appearing at the conventions this summer.
Of course, I think the real reason Hope is hanging around the conventions this year is because he has presidential aspirations.
Think so?
Didn't you know?
No.
Yes. He's hoping someone will write his name in on the ballot, you know.
Well, Bob might make a pretty good president at that.
Oh, Ken, in these times, we don't need a pretty good president. We need a real good one.
Well, Bing, look, Bing, now, wait just a minute. If Bob were elected president, you'd be a cinch to be vice president.
Me? I'm not going to be veeped to that creep.
And I just thought of something else. Hope could never be president of the United States. He was born in England. He's not eligible.
Well, then he's through politically. He'll never be king, I'll guarantee you. He's finished.
Well, naturally. Of course, he can't be king. He doesn't have royal blood.
I'm not sure he has any. But, Ken, enough of this political palaver. Let's buzz along to something in a lighter vein. Something like an opening selection, a song, huh?
We got one here that might fill the bill. It's a jazzy thing. It's real crazy, called The Noodle and Rag. Perry Como makes a whole cadilla out of this thing. John Scott, let's go. Oh, Uncle Remus. I love to hear a band that's playing doodle-doo, doodle-doo, the noodle and rag.
Oh, the noodle and rag.
I love to keep my honey swaying doodle-doo, doodle-doo, the noodle and rag.
Oh, the noodle and rag.
Hear the happy rhythm, oh, makes me happy with them. All night I shout to the leader, Mister, won't you play it again? I want to hear the clarinet go doodle-doo, doodle-doo, the noodle and rag.
We love the noodle and rag.
And when the trombone and the trumpet start to noodle along, yes, sir, my favorite song. 'Cause it makes my baby want to cuddle up closer, 'cause it never lets my feet dry. I love to hear a band that's playing doodle-doo, doodle-doo, the tune called the noodle and rag. Oh, play the noodle and rag. I love the ever-loving noodle and rag. You hear the happy rhythm, makes me happy with them. All night I shout to the leader, Mister, won't you play it again? I want to hear the clarinet go doodle-doo, doodle-doo, the noodle and rag.
We love the noodle and rag.
And when the trombone and the trumpet start to noodle along, yes, sir, that's my favorite song. 'Cause it makes my baby want to cuddle up closer, 'cause it never lets my feet drag. I love to hear a band that's playing doodle-doo, doodle-doo, the tune called the noodle and doodle-doo, doodle-doo, tune called the noodle and rag. Jazzy, huh? Here's a little pastoral jingle that you're going to swear came right out of Iowa or Kansas or some middle western section of the country, but my musical pundits, people who've made investigation, tell me that this thing started in South Africa. It comes from the veldt down there.
Hey, around the corner, woo-hoo, beneath the berry tree. Along the footpath behind the bush, looking for Emmy, looking for Emmy, looking for Emmy Lee.
Tonight all the folks will cut the corn.
Cut the corn.
Tonight I'll be glad that I was born.
I was born.
For my Emily I'll see, she'll be cutting corn with me, and we'll meet beneath the bitter berry tree. Hey, round the corner, beneath the berry tree, along the footpath behind the bush, looking for Emily.
Ah, looking for Emily tonight. All the stars are shining bright.
Shining bright.
Tonight all the cornfields are a sight.
Are a sight. I have reached the meeting spot, but my Emily has not, and I wonder, can it be that she forgot?
Around the corner, whoop-whoop, beneath the berry tree.
Along the footpath behind the bush, looking for Emily.
Ah, looking for Emily.
Tonight as the moon begins to sink,
Sink and sink,
tonight there are footsteps which I think will at last bring her to me, my beloved Emily. But I don't see why so late she has to be. Oh, Emily, why did you make me wait?
Make me wait.
I'm late 'cause I had another date.
Another date.
It was plain for me to see she'd been keeping company with another boy beneath another tree.
Around the corner, whoop-whoop, beneath the berry tree.
Along the footpath beneath the bush, looking for Emily.
Ah, looking for Emily.
I told Emily to go away.
Gone away.
But now I am sad she didn't stay.
She did not stay.
But tomorrow night if she comes a-looking round for me, I'll be sitting neath the bitter berry tree. Hey, around the corner,
Whoop-whoop,
beneath the berry tree, along the footpath behind the bush, looking for Emmy, looking for Emmy, looking for Emily.
looking for Emily.
Isn't that a busy thing? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present a charming young lady, a very dear friend of mine, fine vocalist. I'm not sure if she isn't the finest young lady vocalist we have in this business. She's the star of her own show for Oldsmobile over CBS. We call her the sophisticate from North Dakota, Miss Peggy Lee.
Thank you, Bing, but I'm not really a sophisticate.
You're
I'm
not?
just a farm girl.
Well, for a girl who just rode in on a load of hay, you sure got a fancy dress on. And that hat is a nephew nabber, too. What I meant, Peggy, was that you sing rather soulful, sophisticated songs, and with a great deal of feeling, I might add.
Thank you. Bing, did you hear my new Decca record of Lover?
Yes, and believe me, I never heard no singing like that around a butter churn.
Well, Bing, when you sing nowadays, you're supposed to really live it.
Really?
Let the world know what your problem is.
I got no problem. Everything's fine.
Well, you should see a psychiatrist.
I'm not ready to lie down yet.
Well, what I'm getting at, Bing,
What
is
do you
that...
mean? I don't dig this.
Well, I mean that when you're singing a modern song, you should get upset.
You should?
Become violent and tear yourself to shreds while you're singing.
Lady, I have enough trouble remembering the words. I can't throw a breakdown in there, too.
Who cares about the words? The public doesn't want words. It wants wild, weird sounds.
I must do my next recording in a slaughterhouse, I guess. I'll call Cudahy's right away.
Oh, that would be divine.
Bovine, too. Peg, I refuse to work myself into a frenzy. I'm just not going to blow these wig flippers and top blowers. I refuse.
I know. I read in Quick Magazine a couple of weeks ago that you and Perry Como still toss off a song with supreme nonchalance.
Supreme nonchalance. Is that what we do?
Yes, the lyrics you sing may tell of heartbreak, but you and Perry have your minds on other things while you sing them.
That's right. I have my mind on Perry, and he's got his mind on me.
Well, anyhow, the article in Quick pointed out that you and Como are in complete contrast to the new soul-struck school of singers which suffers with loud and extravagant laments for lost and unobtainable sweethearts.
Well, Peggy, if a girl has tied the can on you or given you the gate or blown town, what's the use of hollering about her?
Well, maybe if you holler loud enough, she'll come back.
It's only a song. Who needs her?
I mean, then you don't care to suffer.
Why should I suffer? I like to sing.
Well, I like to sing, too.
Well, what's your selection tonight, Peg?
Well, I just thought I might do Lover.
Oh, this has a good deal of a new sound in it, folks. I hope Como's listening. It may wake him up a little. Go ahead, Peggy.
Lover, when you're near me and I hear you speak my name softly in my ear, you breathe again. Lover, if you quarrel, but why quarrel without bliss when two lips have
great, Peggy. Love. Can't cut it. I haven't lived, I guess. Peg, how about that duet we were going to do on the song that we recorded recently for Decca, number I5678112, Watermelon Weather. You remember that?
Yeah, okay, Bing.
Don't look for any new sound in this selection, folks. This is a nice, old-fashioned, easy-going tune written by Hoagie Carmichael, who's a nice, old-fashioned, easy-going boy from Indiana. Logansport, I think. Paul Webster wrote the lyrics, and a very fine lyric. Who's Logansport people here tonight? Mr. Trotter, let's head for the watermelon patch and plug this tune, huh? It's watermelon weather, that summer kind of weather, when people get together and sing.
It's the time of year the stars seem to dance with laughter,
And the moon so big and bright it can hardly climb, bright as a dime.
so why don't you meander to your best girl's veranda and sorta kinda hand her the ring?
Yes, it's the sweetheart kissing season, and all the world's in rhyme. When it's watermelon, sweet love telling time.
It's watermelon weather, that summer kind of weather, when people get together and sing. It's the time of year the stars seem to dance with laughter,
And the moon so big and bright it can hardly climb, bright as a dime.
so why don't you meander to your best girl's veranda and kinda sorta hand her the ring?
Yes, it's the sweetheart kissing season, and all the world's in rhyme. When it's watermelon, sweet love telling time. Telling time. Love telling time. Now, folks, I would like to present one of our great jazz violinists, also the inventor of the new Italian meatball, which contains chlorophyll. Signor Giuseppe Venuti. Che si dice, eh?
Is this the place?
This is the place, Joe. Folks, I'd like to announce right here that Mr. Venuti appears with us through the courtesy of Pietro's Pizza Palace.
Say, Bing, I'm not working no more at the Pietro's Pizza Palace.
Where are you now?
Me and my band, we play in the San Fernando Road. The chef is in. The chef is in.
They got good steaks there?
Yeah, we got a charcoal broiler New York steak.
Yeah.
We got a charcoal broiler salami steak.
Yeah.
We also got a steak with a I Like Ike burnt right into it.
Must be using some of my meat out there.
Say, Bing, even all of the ketchup bottles, you got a little coon skinny caps on the side.
Well, that takes care of both parties.
The party said, well, we have all this special.
Hey, Luis.
I'm a little better than
Luigi. Che si dice, Luigi? Hey, what are you going to fiddle for us, Joe? Last week you did an original tune of yours called Wild Cat. What are you going to do tonight?
Tonight we're going to do an ode to a wild shepherd dog. Ow, 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 ow. Right now we're going to play. We're making the side this way.
Oh, it's fine. I think our show is just... That establishes a new high for this show in descriptive music. That's real wild. Hey, sound off. You can hear that. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. At last, the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped in clover the night I looked at you. I found a dream that I can speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill that I've never known. You smiled, and then the spell was cast, and here we are in heaven, for you are mine at last. Thank you very much. That was At Last, sung with supreme nonchalance, and I quote from Quick. That's our closer, and thanks to Peggy Lee and Joe Venuti for being with us this evening. Hope to see you next week.
The Bing Crosby Show, presented by Chesterfield, was produced and transcribed in Hollywood by Bill Morrow and Murdo McKenzie. Tune in next week and hear Bing and his guest, Miss Peggy Lee.